Hi, my name is Melissa van Dijk, and in this video I'm going to show you how you can use the Inkey List 15% Vitamin C Serum and EGF, which can help you with dullness to achieve a bit more of a radiant looking skin and with skin elasticity. Now you can use this serum daily in the morning and or evening, and if you want to include it in your morning routine, then it can look the following. You're going to get started with washing your face with a suitable cleanser for your skin type and needs, which can be any cleanser as long as it does not irritate nor dries out the skin. Then once you're done with washing your face, you're moving on to the application of your vitamin C serum, and then you're going to wait 10 minutes in between due to the EGF that is included in your vitamin C serum, so that this has time to work, and then follow with either your moisturizer that already includes SPF or with your regular sunscreen afterwards to protect the skin during daytime. However, when using this serum in your evening routine, then it will look the following. Again, you're going to get started with washing your face with a suitable cleanser for your skin type and needs. In this specific case, you may want to look into an oil cleanser or balm cleanser to make sure that you can break down your sunscreen as well, which you have worn throughout the day. And then you're moving on to your vitamin C serum, and then either just leave it as it is, or depending on your skin type and needs, you want to follow with a moisturizer afterwards. But if you're going to follow with a moisturizer afterwards, again, make sure to wait 10 minutes in between due to the EGF in your vitamin C serum. And so this is what an example morning and evening routine can look like. But I do want to quickly emphasize a few conflicts. Now, the EGF is the epidermal growth factor, which works with your skin cells, and when using that one in your evening routine, then it is important to not use it in the same routine with other AHAs, like for example glycolic acid or lactic acid, nor use it in the same routine with your retinol. And this is mainly due to sensitivity that can occur or even over-exfoliation. So if you should work with an exfoliant or your retinol, then either just use your vitamin C in the morning only and then use your exfoliant and or retinol in your evening routines. Or if you want to use your vitamin C serum in your evening routine at the same time with your exfoliant or retinol, then make sure that you're going to alternate between them and use them on different nights, not together, so that you're not going to irritate the skin in any sense, because you want to enjoy the benefits of it and not irritate the skin. And so this is really important to keep in mind when working with the Inkey List 15% vitamin C serum that also includes EGF. And so in this video, I'm going to now focus on the application. I'm going to go over it step by step, share with you a demonstration on my face so that you can see it visually when trying this out at home. Now again, we're going to get started with the first step, which is washing your face with a suitable cleanser for your skin type and needs. I have a few examples right here from the Inkey List with their cleansers, as well as if you would now use it in the evening, then a balm cleanser or oil cleanser is preferred, which depends on how stubborn your sunscreen may be to make sure that everything comes off. And so in this example, I'm going to stick to the Inkey List Oat Cleansing Balm. However, if you should use a different one, then please make sure to read on the back of the packaging on how you should use your cleanser, since the directions can change depending on the cleanser that you are using. Do you use it on wet skin or on dry skin, and then follow the specific steps. Now in this specific video, I'm going to stick to that one, which I can basically use on dry or damp skin, and I'm going to get started by applying it on damp skin. So the first step that I'm going to do is now wetting my face, neck and hands with lukewarm water to warm water, then use a small amount of it and massage it onto the skin. So let's go ahead and do this. Then go ahead and use about 1 to 2 pumps, so about a coin size amount in the palm of your hand. Like so. Use it between your hands and then evenly massage it all over your face and neck. Just make sure that you're going to read on the back of the packaging if you can use it around the eyes or if you should avoid it depending on the cleanser that you're using. So, and once you have massaged the cleanser all over your face and neck for about 30 seconds to a minute, you then You then can go ahead and rinse it off again with lukewarm water to warm water. Now you can't just do it by your hands, however if you should have troubles removing the cleanser properly from the skin, then you can go ahead and use a fresh and soft cloth in between, which you can wet, and this can help you to remove the cleanser a bit better. So, and then go ahead and take a fresh towel and pat the skin dry. So now once you're done with your cleansing step, you now can go ahead and move on to the next step, which is going to be applying the Inkey List 15% vitamin C and EGF Serum. Now when applying that one, just make sure that you're going to use enough so that you can evenly apply it all over your face and neck. However, make sure that you're not going to use too much of it, because the product should be able to absorb into the skin and it shouldn't leave a weird residue on the skin surface. So that one right here has a pump, and so you can use 1 to 2 pumps. So start off by using 1 pump, see how this goes, and if it shouldn't be enough, depending on how far you want to blend it, then you can always add another pump to it. But you do not really need a lot of it because it is very like liquidish in texture, which blends evenly all over pretty fast. And so when applying that one all over your face, you can evenly use it. Just make sure to not use it on top of your eyelids. Please do not get it into your eyes nor into your mouth. So be careful around this area right here. Use it between your fingers and evenly apply it all over your face as well as neck. So, and once you have evenly blended it all over and it has time to absorb into the skin, then you're going to leave it on the skin. There's no need to wash it off. Now, if this is going to be your evening routine and you do not feel the need of using a moisturizer afterwards, then this is already it. You can stop right here. You're basically just washing your face, use the serum, and then going to bed. However, if you're now planning on using a moisturizer afterwards, or if it's going to be your morning routine and you then want to follow with your moisturizer with SPF or with your regular sunscreen, then you now need to wait about 10 minutes in between due to the EGF that's being used in this serum so that it can work before layering any other products afterwards. So now I'm going to wait a bit and then we can continue. So now once you have waited for about 10 minutes in between and you now want to follow with a moisturizer afterwards, if it's going to be your evening routine, then you can go ahead and do so. So make sure that you're going to choose a moisturizer that's suitable for your skin type and needs, so it feels comfortable on the skin and can give you the benefits that you need due to your skin concerns. Now when using a moisturizer, use about a pea-sized amount more or less. If you have a drier skin type, use a bit more of it. Use it on your fingertips and then evenly apply it all over your face and neck, basically on top of your vitamin C serum. And then you're going to leave it on the skin. There's no need to wash it off. So this is an example of how an evening routine could look like. However, I now want to keep my focus on a morning routine where the sunscreen is important. So sunscreen during daytime when being exposed to the sun is important to protect the skin from not only getting a sunburn, but overall premature aging and sun-damaged skin in the long run. But at the same time, I do want to quickly emphasize sunscreen is only needed during daytime. In the evening, there's no sunscreen needed when doing your skincare routine just before going to bed. So this is also important to emphasize. Now, when it comes to choosing a sunscreen, you either can choose a moisturizer that already includes SPF or stick to a regular sunscreen. Make sure that the sunscreen or sun protection in general that you're going to choose is working well for your skin type, gives you the desired finish and feels comfortable on the skin. It should not sting or irritate the skin in any way, so that's really important to keep an eye on. And when using your moisturizer with SPF or your regular sunscreen in the morning, apply 10 to 15 minutes before sun exposure, and the reapplication is is mainly needed if you have been in the sun for several hours where the sunscreen can break down, or if you have done like a lot of outdoor activities, you basically have sweat a lot, you may went for a swim where the sunscreen can move around or wear off, then the reapplication is needed. And so I'm going to stick to a moisturizer with SPF. However, again, you can also stick to a regular sunscreen. One thing that won't change is the amount of product that you're going to use to evenly apply it all over your face and neck, and maybe your décolletage as well if it's being exposed to the sun. So my best guide that I can share with you is using a teaspoon next to you, especially when being new to it, because this can give you an idea of how much sunscreen you actually need. And so when you're using it for your face and neck, use about half a teaspoon. If you want to include your décolletage as well, then use about 1 teaspoon of sunscreen to evenly protect the skin all over, so that you can like blend it all over without any like missing areas. And this, of course, is just a general guide. If you should end up with a bit too much sunscreen, you know by the next time reduce it a bit. If you end up with not using enough, then you know you need to use a bit more. Just make sure that you can evenly and properly apply it all over where the skin is being exposed to the sun, which in this specific case is mainly the face, neck, and probably décolletage as well. So use about that much if you're going to use it for your face and neck, a bit more if you want to include your décolletage as well, which of course depends on the sunscreen that you're using. And use it between your fingers and evenly apply it all over. So, and once you have applied your sunscreen all over your face and neck, maybe your décolletage as well, then again you're going to leave it on the skin. There's no need to wash it off. And this is an example of what a morning routine can look like. Now, if you want to see the example routines again in the PowerPoint slides that I have prepared for you and shown in this video, you can go ahead and download them in the description box down below and go over it in your own time, so that you have an overall guide in mind when using the Inkey List Vitamin C Serum. Now, I do hope that you enjoyed this video, that you find it helpful. If you did so, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up as well as share it. And thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon in the next one. Happy skincaring. Bye!